Live from the Sunshine State, this is Hoppe Hour.
The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour do not represent Cox Media Group or its sponsoring. Anything you hear may and will be used against you. Thank you. Voted as best local podcast in Tampa Bay by the Creative Loafing. You're listening to Hoppe Hour.
Are you feeling classy today? Sit down, pour a glass of wine, and listen to Hoppe Hour.
You're tuned in to Hoppe Hour, an hour where Hoppe rants about something. Sit back and listen in. Hoppe Hour is on now. Hoppe Hour is on now.
Yo, this is Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe, along with Kyle Veet. What's up, pimp?
What's going on, buddy?
How you doing, dude?
Doing good, doing good. After a fun weekend, finally back in.
How would you describe the weekend? I feel like our friendship needs to sort of not slow down because I like hanging out with you, but I feel like, are you beginning to burn out on me or no?
No, not yet. Not yet. We still got a lot more crazy. Yeah, we still got a lot more crazy shit to do before I get burnt down on you.
Because we will get into everything that me and Kyle did this weekend. But first, tweet at us in real time at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and Kyle's Twitter is at Hoppe Radio Kyle. And if you're listening via Spreaker, all you have to do is chat us. Or if you're listening via the Hoppe Radio app that's on Google Play, or the Hoppe Radio app that's on the iPhone shop, just chat us live, and you can listen anywhere in the world, Kyle.
Anywhere. Like, we get listens from where? Like Missouri or something?
Springfield, right, Missouri.
We're getting all over the place,
Kamloops, Canada. Cleveland.
Yep.
Louisville.
Yep.
Tampa.
Of course.
Albuquerque.
Of course. Why not? Why not?
We are growing by the minute.
Everybody, we got, what, like 9? Actually, with everything combined, is what? 1,000-something views? Listens last week?
Yeah.
We're getting big quick, bro.
55,000 listens, 12,000 downloads.
Well, that's overall, but 1,000 of them were last week.
Oh, I will take it.
I'll take it.
Last night, we had over 150 listens with my interview with Scott Taylor from 19 Action News in Cleveland. That was a great interview, and he tweeted it out.
Did he?
Promotion.
All right.
I did huge in Cleveland overnight, so I appreciate the support. I appreciate you guys listening. It means the world. Anybody that listens to Hoppe Hour or anybody that's into radio is a badass in my book. But there's a time and place when being an over-the-top radio geek can kind of get annoying. Now, I used to be that guy. I was showing Kyle when I was at his house on Sunday that I sent a guy that we're trying to book for Hoppe Hour. I sent him this message when I was at the radio school 2 years ago.
It was like a 9-chapter message, man. It was ridiculous.
It was on Facebook, not an email.
Kept scrolling and scrolling, and okay, Hoppe. I mean,
it was a Facebook chat with one of my radio heroes, and I was saying,
no, a chat goes two ways. The chat goes two ways. It was a solo message. That was it.
I look bad crap crazy.
I'm your friend, and I wouldn't respond to that. I wouldn't even read it. I would turn it on like, okay, yep, nope. I'd probably delete your number and block it.
So I used to be that guy who would go over the top about radio just because I've always wanted to make it in this business. I was the guy who put in so much passion. But now that we have fans and listeners, it's kind of weird to see people that were in my position 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, we just do this podcast for free. I'm honored that John Brennan lets us use the room, but it's weird how people see our podcast as how I used to see shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's how it is, man. People find things they love and they attach themselves to it. How about that the Twitter message that we got that you need to be an alien from outer space?
Yeah,
and like,
got this
what?
really bizarre
what
message.
What are you talking about?
Kyle showed me this message we got on Twitter. It was some fan from the show in Cleveland that I worked for, and she's saying that Kyle needs to get an alter ego and to not be himself on air, and he needs to be some cyborg from outer space.
Yeah,
I mean, radio fans are so loyal, dude, and they are so passionate.
But it's completely okay. Whoever that was in Cleveland, don't stop listening. I'm just saying, it's a little strange.
But
yeah. Here, you want to...
Yeah, what's the message say before I get to my point?
It says, I think you're cool. How about join a paranoid... What is that? I guess in a persona is what they were trying to say, of being from another planet like in the Milky Way, people are always speculate for or against. And I still haven't responded. This is like 3 different messages. And all you say is you cannot confirm or deny. You simply keep Hoppy in check because he will do what he does. Well, I don't even know what that means. And I think at that point they realize they're batshit crazy.
It's just weird when she says persona and you're from outer space.
Yeah. Anyways, Kyle, sounds official. Don't mess with me. I don't even know what you're saying right now.
We get messages like that, but there's one fan of Hoppy Hour. There's one fan of 102.5 The Bone who is so over the top. And now I have no problem with him. I know shows here have a problem with Avocado Rocker. I've always found him to be charming. But my thing, and I can relate to him, is you're so happy to be around the radio talent that you feel like you know them because they're so open on air. You feel like you're friends with them. And the overall complaint about Avo, and I'm not lying, is that he's way too clingy. He calls over and over. But what's different is I would send one Facebook message and then move on.
Yeah.
Avo will send you 12 DMs in a row, and he will call radio shows over and over using different numbers, using different voices. And
see, the point where you have to start using different numbers is you know you're in the wrong. You know you should not be doing that.
And then when you end up just doing a private number, that's when you know you need to take a move back. I mean, when you're listening to The Bone, Avo listening to The Bone, Avo listening to Hoppy Hour gives us numbers. I have no problem with Avo. Radio has no problem with Avo because you're bringing in numbers. You're bringing in material. The problem is when you get so clingy and you get so obsessive, that's what bothers people. I'm not going to say I'm in those people's shoes because I do a podcast, but here's what happened. Avo sent me this DM because Pitbull Toddler, which is Mike Kelta and John Brandon and Galvin and P. Larios and Josh Maloney, that's their badass band, this cover band, and they go to different cities within the Tampa Bay area, St. Pete, Clearwater, Tampa, and they have these kick-ass shows. I mean, they kill it.
Oh, they melt faces all day long.
Oh, it gives me chills. It's one of my favorite bands.
Yeah.
And the thing is, which is really nice of Kelta, it's really nice of Kelta, he lets Avo perform live, you know?
Did he? I know he did that one time.
He did it at the show in Brandon. It was awesome. Avo was very good at the electric guitar. I had no complaints. I liked it. It was funny.
Was that like a first and the last thing? Or
I have no idea. It's not my business. I just know Mike let him up there. It was funny. It made for good material. I like when Avo calls in. So there was a show for Pitbull Toddler. It was in Venice. And I get this message from Avo. And it says, "Can you drive me to Venice?" And I'm thinking, where is Venice? So I didn't reply. And then he says, "Can you please drive me to Venice?" And I didn't reply. And then the next few days, he's like, "Why didn't you drive me to Venice?" So I ignored the DM. I never usually DM people, but I was trying to DM somebody that I want to get on Hoppy Hour. So we're talking back and forth, right?
Mm-hmm.
I clicked fast on my phone. I meant to send the guy that I want to get on Hoppy Hour my number on accident. Out of all my luck, I send it to Avocado Rocker. And I go, hey, maybe he doesn't go on his Twitter that much. Hey, whatever. Maybe it's not that big of a deal. But we're eating Thanksgiving dinner. My mom was in town. I was at Kyle's house. We're having a good time. Me and Kyle go out on the back porch. We're drinking a beer, just talking. And it actually interrupted our Periscope. We were doing a Periscope.
We were, yep. We were doing a Periscope from my couch.
We're doing a Periscope in your backyard, having a good time. And a private number calls me, and I'm going, okay. I was actually hoping it was somebody important, maybe like Kelta wishing me a happy Thanksgiving, even though I have his number. I was hoping it'd be somebody just saying hi. And you hear the guitar in the background, the classic Avo guitar entrance, and then you hear him, hello, is this Hoppy?
Like, oh, you're there. Oh, yeah, no shit, you called me. No shit, I'm here. No. Oh, hello? Oh, there's somebody on this phone? Yeah, that's what happens when you dial a number there, buddy.
And then me and you were kind of messing with him. Not too much, but, you know, we're just kind of teasing with Avo, and then I hang up on him, whatever. Yeah. We're having fun with him. How's your Thanksgiving? You talking to any girls?
All kinds of stuff. Yeah,
we're pretending we're Mike Calta talking like.
I think we were pretending we were Drew, wasn't it?
No, it was Calta.
Calta.
We're pretending we're Calta, blah, blah, blah. It was just a fun time. So I say to myself, whatever. Abo's never going to call again. Whatever. So I'm leaving the Bone, and I'm going to Kyle's house on Saturday to go out and party. We'll talk about that in the next segment. But what happened was I get a call from a private number, and I knew it was Avo. And I was in a hurry because Kyle wanted me at his house at 8:30, and I was leaving the Bone at 8, and he lives 50 minutes away. So I'm trying to type in a GPS. I'm in a hurry, and I'm not in a mood to be sidetracked by Avo. I have no problem with Avo, but I didn't want to be sidetracked. So what happens is I just deny the call within a second. And then you get that little ringing thing, like when you know you got a voicemail. And I go, oh, boy, please have this be radio gold. I go, oh, boy, I would die for this to be radio gold. Avo gave me one of the most bizarre messages of all time. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It has no meaning. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Well, play it. Let them hear it.
I'm going to play it.
You have the clip?
I'm going to play it throughout the 51 seconds. Then we'll talk about it, and then I'll play it again and cut through and give my opinion because I want them to hear it the first time.
Okay.
All right. So here is Avocado Rocker, who now has my number. And talking about this probably isn't going to help my cause, but it's radio gold, and at the end of the day, he's harmless. But I have to play this. So this is Avocado Rocker. He has my phone number.
Hey, I just want to talk to you for a couple seconds. What's the big deal? Are you kidding me? You can call me and whatever on the other night with this big deal, big party in the background, but I just want to call you and have a normal, quick conversation. I want to ask you a couple things. That's all. Are we in high school? I mean, really? What? No one's making it to be normal? Everybody just hides and hangs up? Wow. Unbelievable, really. That's a good open letter. Could suggest that to Galvin. How people hide and hang up. Unbelievable. Really, wow.
Here's what's bizarre about that call. He's saying, are we in high school? And he's saying, why are we hiding? He's the dude that called me behind a private number. He's the dude that calls every single radio show harassing them. It's not my business because I'm not a part of those shows. But he's saying, am I in high school? When he's the one that calls everybody and harasses them. And when he calls me, if you want to call me from your number. Why is it private, dude?
Yeah, I mean, who answers blocked numbers anymore? Well,
I don't even answer normal numbers unless it's like you or my mom. I don't answer at all. Like if I see a number that I don't know, it goes right to voicemail. I mean, I just thought it was odd. I mean, here, I'm going to play it again and break it down. But it's like, dude, like, you're the one that's in high school. You're the one that calls everybody over and over and can't take a clue.
To each their own, I guess. To each their own.
All right. Here it is again. I want to just break it down.
Hey, I just want to talk to you for a couple seconds. What's the big deal? Are you kidding me?
First of all, you don't just talk to Avo for a couple of seconds. You don't just say hi to him at an event with his coal miner hat on, which I dig. I want that hat. Like
I'd wear it. Oh, yeah. I'd wear it for sure.
But you don't just like
you
talk.
gotta like mount beer on either side of it. One of the ones with the funnels that come down. Oh, I'd be so down. I'd rock that thing everywhere.
But you don't just like talk to Avo. Like he needs to know that he goes on and on.
Does that hat have like an actual like light on the front of it, or it does really?
And it brights.
Is it like? Is there a reason why?
Ask Avo. I mean, asking Avo anything. I mean, I know I'm not a guy that gets immediately to the point, but he just goes on and on. So for him to say, I just want to talk to you for a few seconds, it's like, what are you talking about? They would have gone on forever, dude. And I had to go to Kyle's house. So, all right, back to the clip. This is Avocado Rocker as he called me from a private number, and he's very angry at me because I didn't pick up a private number.
You can call me and whatever.
How am I supposed to call you, Avo? when you have a private number?
Yeah, you.
I gave you my number on accident via DM when you called me at Kyle's house, when you called me over and over on Saturday, and when you left his voicemail. I don't have your number. It says private number. If you would have given me your number, I would have talked to you. If you call me tonight, I'll talk to you because I'm nice. But how am I supposed to call you, dude, if I don't have your number?
People don't think things through. They don't think things through all the way.
And I like Avo because anybody who listens to my show, it means the world to me. If you hate me in Cleveland or if you're Avo and you like the show, it means the world to me. But how am I supposed to get into contact with you when you're hiding behind 67 on the phone? When you're doing a private number? How am I supposed to call you?
Is that how you do that?
Yeah.
Get a private number 67?
Yeah.
I've never done it before. I don't know.
I used to do prank calls as a kid. They were the worst. They had the worst speech.
You still have the worst speech.
Shut up.
What are you talking about?
All right, Mr. I pronounce again.
I've never anything ever
Mr.
hit
Redneck.
that high of a note in my again. I don't do that.
No, you do. You do. All
okay.
right, back to the clip. This is Avo as he called me Saturday night for some odd reason.
On the other night, it was this big ordeal, big party in the background, but I just want to call you and have a normal, quick conversation. I want to ask you a couple things.
First of all, you don't have a normal conversation by calling somebody behind a private number. A normal convo would be calling me because then I know the number and I can write it down and say this is Avo.
Well, even there, once he introduces himself and you hear the guitar, you know who it is. But like he just said it himself, there's a huge party going on in the background. I just want to call and have a conversation with you. Like, what makes you think I want to stop having fun and drinking and being involved with the party and the people?
Yeah, why are you
talk
involved?
to you? I don't understand. I don't understand why you can't call and talk to me. I just want to have a conversation while you're at that party. Like, hell no, dude.
It's sort of like when he calls radio shows and he's like, quit doing what you're doing. Quit doing this interview. It's all about me.
Yeah,
That's
screw your
what
content.
bothers me about Avo is he wants me to quit doing what I'm doing to talk to him and this big party that me and Kyle were having when he called me from a private number. I don't have his number. He called me. The big party was me and Kyle talking to him in the background and a few people in the background, like my mom laughing. It wasn't anything wild. We weren't getting turned up. Avo, I mean, and I like Avo. I like crazy radio fans. I have no problem, but you're going to call me over and over and over and then say I'm not the normal one in this conversation, dude?
Everybody who knows Avo knows that you don't even need to be worried about that. The whole you're not the normal person. I mean, you're out there.
For the first time ever. For the first time ever.
You're out there, but you are the normal person in this situation.
For the first time ever, I should get a trophy for this.
Oh, yeah, I'll get you one. Don't worry about it.
All right, back to the clip.
That's all. Are we in high school? I mean, really? What? No one's thinking I want to be normal.
First of all, I would love to see Avo in high school.
Oh, yeah. I don't even really know what he looks like right now. But I can only imagine with the freaking miner's hat, maybe like looks like a overgrown freaking mole rat. What are those little things? Those little little short fat thing.
I can imagine him just performing outside of the lunchroom. Sort of like, not like a homeless person, but like when you go to the airport and they have their guitar case open and they want change. I can imagine him saying, can someone give me some milk? Can someone give me some lunch?
I don't think he did it outside of the lunchroom. I think for sure he set it up right there, like put his case on the table and just plugged his amp in and right dead center of the lunchroom. Like, okay, dude, come on. We're all trying to eat here. What are you doing? I don't think he's waiting outside. He's definitely in the middle of the cafeteria rocking on the guitar.
And the whole let's have a normal conversation thing I find bizarre because once again, Avo, I don't have your number. I wouldn't give your number out, but you're hiding behind a private number. That's not a normal conversation. That's what spam callers from India do. That's what prank callers do. That's what you're doing to me. That's not normal, dude. That's not normal to do on a Saturday night. By no means am I normal. I'm weird. So I would relate to you in a way. I'm just saying, like, you can't sit here and say that I'm the one that's out of the norm when I don't have your number and I accidentally sent it to you. Just saying.
Hangs up? Wow. Unbelievable, really. That is That's a good open letter. Could suggest that to Galvin. How people hide and hang up.
I like how every part of his life has to relate to the bone. If he's got to he can't just say oh, that's weird. Oh no, I'm gonna send out the Mike Calta show, Galvin, and I'm gonna do that open letter.
Why would Galvin care?
He doesn't care.
Galvin does open letters on things that are important
and funny,
like the news. Do you think he cares that Galvin's prank calling Badass Ryan that sits in every Monday? I'm not even a part of the show. Why would he make an open letter about me getting a prank call on a Saturday from Avo? Dude, there's more to life than just radio, Avo.
It just shows what kind of person you are. Whenever that, like I said, everything in your life has to revolve around a certain radio station.
It's entertainment.
Or show. Yeah, he is entertainment. That's why they let him keep calling. It's content. It's funny.
But I just feel bad because I used to be this way. I used to think radio was the biggest thing. I used to love radio so much.
Radio still is the biggest thing.
But, I used to, go on forums and go on message boards and discuss shows. And then when you have topics about your mother on Reddit from a radio show in Cleveland, and when you have topics about things about my life that were discussed in a show in Cleveland, and people are debating and spewing out garbage and talking about me in your free time, that's when you realize that the people that say that on Reddit are a bunch of losers who hide behind a keyboard. So that's when radio was kind of taken away from me, the fun part of it. I listen to a lot of shows when I'm working out or when I'm at the gym. But since I work in promotions now, since I do a podcast and won an award, since I'm honored to sit in on Kelta, the whole fanboy part of it switched into me wanting to make it, me wanting to someday have a show like Drew Garabo or Mike Kelta or Billy Madison or Roger and JP or BDRS. I love what the Bone does. So what I'm getting at is I can relate to Avo. I see where he's coming from, but you need to kind of just relax a little bit.
The difference is you learned that whenever you were 22. And how old is he?
Probably in his 40s.
40s, 50s, somewhere in there.
Probably 40s. Maybe 50s.
Yeah, I'm saying he's still going strong. He hasn't come to that realization
This
yet.
would be like me talking about radio in 2045. Shoot forward 30 years, that would be me discussing radio shows. All right, let's just end this up before we go to break.
Okay.
Unbelievable. Really? Wow.
He just abruptly hangs up. And I'm not trashing Avo, because I've talked to him on Twitter. He'll send me really nice messages like, happy birthday, Hoppy. I like Hoppy Hour. Congrats on winning the award. You were funny this morning on Kelta. I talk to Avo at events. I'll take a selfie with him. I like Avo. It's just, don't call me and say that I'm the one in high school when you're hiding behind a private number and I have no idea who this is, and then you leave me this voicemail, and then everything revolves around a place where I'm just in promotions. I'm honored to be on Kelta Show. I'm honored that they let me be a part of Football Punches every Monday. But what I've learned in radio is it's just entertainment. It's just people talking into the mic. So it's just he kind of needs to know that we're just normal human beings.
Yeah, there's a life outside of this. You know? Has he called you since then?
No, but this will probably get around, and he will probably call me over and over, and I will probably have to put my phone on airplane mode at night. I'm just saying, hey, maybe he won't call me again, but I kind of got the vibe. I might need to put it in airplane mode tonight.
Next on Hoppy Hour.
Kyle can't seem to get over this new music
every
we have.
time it comes on, man.
You don't like it?
Every time. It's you. It's you. That's a song that is about you. So no words needed.
All
just
right.
the beat.
Coming up next, me and Kyle went out to the bars, and we will let you know if it was successful or not when it comes to me talking to the ladies and how I did in a social situation. So tweet at me, at Ryan Hoppy Radio. Your Twitter account is at Hoppy Radio, Kyle, and message us via the app or via Spreaker. And shout out to James, who just said hi on Spreaker. We will be right back on Hoppy Hour. After this, hang on.
Hoppy Hour. Hoppy Hour.
This is Ryan Hoppe from Hoppe Hour, and I have a very special shout out to one of the sponsors of this award-winning podcast. Nicholas Seymour from Duluth, Minnesota is the owner of Solis Graphics, which is a badass company that will make you decals. You can buy Hoppe Hour decals. It's not too hard. For just $4, you can support this award-winning podcast while supporting small business here in America. Or maybe you have a band, a company, a freelancing project, and you want to have your logo made into a nice, badass decal. Nick is down for making deals, and he is very good at negotiating. If you want to get into contact with Nick, it's not hard. Trust me. He will answer your call real quick, and he is one of the nicest guys I know. His number is 330-419-0691. That is 330-419-0691. Or you can send him an email, solisdesign@gmail.com. That is solisdesign@gmail.com. And to check out Hoppe Hour decals for just $4, go to tinyurl.com/Hoppe Hour decal. That is tinyurl.com/Hoppe Hour decal. And when you talk to my guy Nick, just say that Ryan Hoppe sent you, and he will give you a badass deal. Trust my word, pimps. Nick Seymour of Solis Graphics is the best around.
Hoppe Hour is live. Pot it up. Hoppe Hour is live. Pot it up.
All right, welcome back to Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe. Kyle Vitas here. Yo!
Thank freaking God that is over. Oh my goodness, man. If
You had
you
a
guys
problem.
could have been here listening to him sing this song while I was going over these speakers, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you guys. If you guys are sleeping now, I completely understand. I don't mind.
What happened was, I liked the song by Michelle Branch and Santana, The Game of Love, and I wanted to spice it up a little bit, so I played it during the break, and Kyle's bitching the whole time, not appreciating beautiful music.
I mean, if that's the way you want to look at it, I'm okay with that. I mean, it's your show. Have at it, buddy. You do your thing. Do your worst.
So you're saying I shouldn't put that on when I'm getting it on with a girl?
I mean, yeah, but this is a whole different scenario. Like, you're not getting it on with me right now, all right? I felt kind of, sexually assaulted while we were doing it. Just the way you were looking at me kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Didn't. Shut up.
I mean, I saw it. I saw it with my
Oh,
own two
I was
eyes.
so attracted to you, because that's what I'm into.
I had to beat you off me with a bat, bro. It was ridiculous.
Tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. And speaking of beating off, I didn't get that on Sunday morning, Saturday night. So I like hanging out with Kyle because he gives me confidence. He gives me swagger. I would almost say I'm sort of like your little brother that's a mess in life now. Wouldn't you agree? Is that how you view it? How do you view our
man.
friendship 3 months in?
Couldn't explain it better myself.
Because like when we hang out. Go on.
Here's like the little man child that I bring around with me places trying to get you laid.
And the thing is,
we did good the first weekend though, for sure.
Oh yeah, and you're not going to always do good each weekend. And the thing is, I feel like we're building a friendship, like we're bonding. We watched the football game on Sunday. We watched Big Daddy. We watched MTV. Like we hang out. We do the show.
Yeah.
And we're normal.
We were kind of forcing the football game. Yeah, I wanted to see it anyways, but I was too sick to be able to move at all. Partying that hard that night. I woke up and I felt like garbage, man.
And you got a food over because I think you got food poisoning from a fast food restaurant.
Yeah, between all of it and the drinking and the food, I was done. I was game over, down for the count, man.
What would we have done if you weren't sick?
I mean, I have no idea. I mean, I have guns. We can go shoot something. There's so many other things.
Because it was just weird watching you watch sports. I was like, he really wants to do this. Like, I had fun watching the Bucs game, even though they lost. But I was just like, Kyle wants to do this. I'm down.
Yeah, it's definitely not my thing. But now that I watched the game, I'm actually I'm excited to see the next one next weekend. So
it's called football being exciting, and you're opening up your horizons.
I mean, I think there was one point when I was off the couch, like yelling at the TV.
It was during the time when it took away the touchdown when the running back, Doug Martin, ran in for the touchdown.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And you're like, what the Yeah.
You can't say that.
Yeah, I could say it, but I keep it clean on here. So Saturday night, me and Kyle go to the Roundup. And I actually think when we made that post on Facebook and Twitter about us being at the Roundup, I'm not bragging, I'm not being cocky, but I actually think somebody came out to meet us.
Oh, yeah. At
Somebody
the bar.
across the bar said, Hoppe, get over here. And
they shouted out your name at first, like Hoppe, and they waved, and I was like, hey, cool. And then you're just kind of saying, like, Hoppe, go say hi to them. Like, that's why they're here.
Yeah.
You walked over, and I wasn't there for that conversation, so I don't even know what was said.
They just said they liked Hoppe Hour, and they like when I'm on Kelta. So it was kind of cool, even if they're just there randomly, to get recognized at a bar and to have nice people talk to you. It means the world.
It hasn't failed yet that every time we've gone out, somebody has recognized you.
When me and my
pulled you out of
mom
the
went
crowd.
to Target for Black Friday, someone recognized me.
Really?
Yeah.
You never told me that.
Yeah,
It's
I did.
awkward to be with your mom out there.
It was kind of weird because the guy's like, are you Ryan Hoppe? And we're talking for a minute. And then my mom wanted to be a part of the conversation. So she's like, I'm Mama Hoppe.
Got to pull herself in there somehow, get involved in conversation.
Well, of course you can. But here's the thing. I don't know what I need to do. I tried meditating in the car on the way here. I have this weird thing with my ADD and my ADHD and my bipolar, which I'm very open about, where I just get nervous randomly. Like, you'll see it. Like, it just comes out of nowhere. Like, we'll be chilling in the car, but once we go into a public place, I don't know what I need to do. I'm willing to change. I'm willing for an intervention. I need to live life. I'm willing to change it up. I don't know what it is, Kyle. I don't know what it is about girls, but I literally freeze up like I'm in the Arctic Ocean whenever I'm in any public place with women. Like, if girls were to walk in right now, I would be on edge. I don't know what it is. What do I need to change? I try so hard, but I just come off nervous and awkward.
You have like a 12-year-old mentality when it comes to girls, like the prepubescent. Is that the word I'm looking for?
I have no experience. That's the thing.
Exactly. And it'll come in time. That's why we need to get you more and more. Whenever I get a conversation going for you and talking to a girl and it's flowing and you stop the conversation and lean over to me and say, what do I say now? It kills the whole thing.
I know. I just leaned in my chair getting douche chills. I feel like my conversations are always so bland. Where are you from? I try so hard. I'm at with's ends about it. Like, I'm not like dying to get laid. I'm not horny because I like what I do in radio, but I'm just kind of like.
How does you being horny and wanting to be in radio have
Well,
anything
because
to do
people
together?
are saying you need to focus on radio, not on girls. It's like I've had 37 interviews since June. I won an award. I put my heart and my soul into this segment, but I also kind of want to get laid. I mean, who doesn't?
That's the male, mentality. It's okay. It's completely normal.
Do I have potential? What do I need to do? Because I'm kind of beginning to get sexually angry. Not where I'm going to take it out, but just where when I'm in public, I immediately shut down. Guess what I was thinking, Kyle?
What?
You're going to think I'm batshit crazy what I was thinking.
What?
Whenever I was talking to that girl,
Uh-huh.
the one that said she listened to Mike Kelta,
Yeah.
I immediately thought, and this is me overthinking things, this is me being goofy, I immediately thought, what if I get her number? What if we make out? What if we end up going out? What if next year for Christmas or for Thanksgiving, I have to meet her parents? That's what's wrong with me.
You just started.
I'm not kidding. Every girl, I think I'm a loser. I can't do it. And then I think, what if I have to meet the parents? Or what if I have to go into another social situation?
It doesn't
and I
matter.
do good here, and then I have to meet them. Like, my mind just goes into races.
You need to just think, how am I going to get this girl into my bed tonight? That's the only thing. And, dude, for the first couple, just ghost them afterwards. You do your thing, get in there, and ghost them. Out.
What
See
does
ya.
ghost mean?
Where you just disappear. Off the map, off the radar. Like, don't worry about meeting the parents, or you don't have to marry the first girl you freaking actually lose your V
I
card
think I'm
to.
just so backed up, and I'm so confused. I'm a lost puppy in the middle of the Howard Franklin. Like, I literally don't know where to turn. Like, it's getting weird. Tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio and at Hoppe Radio Kyle. Also, message us on Spreaker and via the app, or if you're listening and you're a friend on Facebook. What do I need to do? Because what I hate the most, Kyle, what I despise the most about me being around girls is when I'm drunk or when I'm tipsy, I'm a little better. I'm not great. I'm not successful. But I didn't really drink that much that night because I wanted to put myself out of my norm. I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. I wanted to be better around girls. So I said, why get so turned up tonight when, if anything happens, Johnny can't operate at 3 a.m. because he's got whiskey D.
You kept saying that. You kept saying, well, dude, I don't want to get whiskey D with the actual word. What if it doesn't work? Like, dude, first you need to worry about talking to the girls before you get to that point. You can worry about that later. You can figure that point out later. You know, you need to worry first about getting the girl there. Okay?
And when I got that match on Bumble, which is the opposite of Tinder. You match with them, but they have to match back, and then the girls have to message you first. I got this really cute girl who goes to USF who matched with me, and she had 3 days to message me, and no reply.
Do you have a freaking 3-page book on your Bumble or whatever the heck it is, too? Have you even changed your Twitter?
I changed it.
You changed it. Okay, you shortened it up a little bit.
I made it more about how I want to have fun, and I moved to town. Because before, it was like a LinkedIn account.
It was. You had you had your resume on your freaking Tinder, man. I'm getting messages saying that I need to get you a hooker. Just to get you.
No.
I mean, just one time to clear those pipes and see if it's.
No.
No? Okay.
I want to earn it. Even if you basically beg the girl to have sympathy sex with me, I want to have it where I earned the one-night bang. I'm not going to waste money. The amount of money for a hooker, I could get an Xbox One. The amount of money for a hooker, I could pay my rent. Get the hell out of here.
How do you know how much a hooker costs? When was the last time you got one?
It just seems like the average would be $300 to $600. I'm not going to get one. If I were to get a hooker, which I wouldn't, if it were to be $80, I would assume she's not good looking, but I'm not doing that. Whoever assumed that, I'm better than that. I'm not classy. I don't have morals, but I'm not a scumbag leech.
You don't have.
To me, I'm not that desperate. Showtime gets the job done. I'm not even trying to make this sex hour. I don't know where to turn to. Radio World, help me. I'm a lost puppy.
You need to play that card, dude, because every girl, there was 2 or 3 different girls that we had talked to that knew radio and the Calta show.
But that's so douchey.
Who cares? Get yourself in there, man.
No pun intended.
So get yourself in there. Use whatever you got to do. There's a song about that, about a guy talking about, how he gets girls and how do you do it. You lie.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like I said, you're at a bar, man. You're not looking to get a wife at a bar. Go to a church for that.
Dude, I need guidance,
go there
man.
Just to get laid. I try to talk to you about this. You go there just to get laid, lie your ass off. Don't worry about the freaking wedding bells. As soon as you say, hey, my name's Hoppe, will you marry me? Hey, I have a show. You want to get married? It's pimp.
What do you think that is? Is that from being rejected for a whole decade in every single part of grade school going into high school?
It's lack of experience with females. I grew up with 3 sisters, so I'm just good with girls. They don't intimidate me. I grew up with girls.
And I didn't go out of my house until 10th grade when I began making friends. I mean, I had friends in 8th grade, but I mean, I'm so done with it. It's like time's going by. I'm not saying I need to get laid every single weekend. I'm not saying I need a girlfriend. I'm just saying it's sort of one of those things where I'm not 21 anymore. Because here's the scenario. Here's what I used to live on. When I was in high school, I would say once I turn 18 and I go to a community college, I'll see girls. Nothing happens. Once I go to this radio school, girls will like that I'm in radio. Nothing happened. Once I turn 21, girls are going to want to go out with me because I have an ID. Nothing happened. Once I got hired by Rover's Morning Glory, girls are going to come on to me. Sort of, but they weren't that classy. And once me and the show parted ways, they quit talking to me. So then after that, and when you see how girls can become fake, that's when I kind of gave up after I moved away from Cleveland. And that's why I'm so focused on making it in radio, is because I'm so happy to be in the sunny and the hot area of Tampa Bay, my dream radio market. So for the last 7 months, I've been working my ass off to make my name in this town and to have Happy Hour grow. I'm not burning out by any means because I live to talking to the mic. I love sitting in on the Kelta show. I love working promotions events. I love every part of my life. But even Soul Brother Kevin said on air on the Kelta show when I sat in for 2 hours last week that I need myself a girl. You know, like it's kind of getting to that point where I've lost my V card. I've drank.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Lost
Halfway.
your V card.
I didn't
You're
reach the
almost
top
there.
of the mountain, but I've done everything basically in life.
Okay.
The next thing, you drink, you move out of the house, you get your first job. Now, I'm not saying getting the first girlfriend will be the last achievement ever in life. I'm just saying I kind of think having a girl that shows me the ropes in both ways in life and in that way too. I just kind of think I need something. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
at
I'm
first,
out of control.
you need to set your standards way lower. You need to drop that bar. You need to kick that bar off the counter and just let it fall to the floor and go that way for a little bit, and get your talking to girls and all that set up, first. Get that dialed in first. Let that ball fall to the ground. As long as she's mentally stable in there and is willing to consent and not drunk, go for it, dude. Jump into it.
Yeah, I'm not big on the whole drunk thing because if I'm drunk,
no.
that's different. But a girl being drunk to me is just kind of sad because it's like she probably wouldn't do this if she's sober. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotcha.
I don't know, dude. I'm just getting so annoyed each and every day. I go home, I play Madden, I go to bed, and I go, another day of being single. I don't know what it is. I don't want to have a girlfriend, but I do. I don't know what I want. My friend Ryan, who you're going to meet sometime, told me you just want a girl that likes you. That's basically it.
So looks don't matter?
I don't know. I'm not picky.
Oh, dude, I can make that happen. I mean, you were a picky son of a bitch at the bar. Yeah, everyone you saw like, no.
I'm in good shape. I have a job.
Jump.
I live on my own. I'm not saying I should shoot for a 10, cha-ching, but come on. I'm not bad looking. I got a new haircut. My speech is better than ever. I mean, I'm locked and loaded, ready to go.
Ready to go. But like I said, you need to start, just talking and interacting with girls. Don't look for a dating girl yet. I mean, get yourself out there. Next time we go out, it's 175 to 200 plusers. Just to get you in there and talking to girls. They'll talk to you. They have nobody else to talk to. So talk to them.
But you're the ladies' man. I know how to work my magic in every aspect of life.
And I do.
Do it then.
I
it,
did.
Mister. No, you
How
didn't.
many different girls did I get talking to you? A couple groups of girls that I got talking to you. Then it's in your hands. I can get them to you and talking and the conversation started, which I did.
It's very true.
Okay.
It's very
now
true.
It's in your hands. So
let's keep doing that. Let's just
apparently,
keep trying.
I'm bringing girls that are too hot over to you, and you get nervous and freak out and want to marry them and stuff.
I didn't think about that aspect.
So maybe I need to bring over 175 to 200 plus her, just so you can talk.
Don't give up.
I'm not going to give up.
Let's keep doing the first part. Let's see what happens.
Oh, so you want to keep with the 10s, huh? With the
if they're talking to me,
it's a solid 7 to a 9 ratio.
The girl I was
bring
talking
over every
to
time.
that listened to Kelta, what would you rank her?
The one with the teeth?
I don't know.
She's probably like a 6.
I would say she's an 8. Like that, I thought she was really good looking.
Are you talking about the ones from up top, or
the
ones...
ones up top? The one.
Okay, yeah. I thought you were talking about the ones where the bartender came over and was talking to us for a little bit.
No.
Okay, yeah, no, the ones up top are cute for sure. They were both cute.
Yeah.
But the other ones, they were okay.
I even liked her, but she was the girl where I was talking to her, and I love when girls get mad that you forget their name at the bar. It's like, we don't have it memorized. We just met you. She goes, "What's my name?" And I'm like,
bitch, I don't care what your name is. What
Amanda?
are you talking about?
And she goes, "It's not Amanda." And I'm like, what?
Yeah, no, I remember I left. You guys were doing good.
There was that one girl that was bumping and grinding with me. There was that one girl that was really thick, that was really good looking, and then she just ditches me for someone else. And I'm like,
the Spanish-looking one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I kind of saw that go down. That kind of got a little awkward. I don't know if it was her or you or what even happened in that. Like I said, you guys were talking to the first ones, and then I had to go puke. And I dipped out. And I went to the bathroom, went and threw up. They tried to throw me out for puking, by the way, which is kind of garbage. Are you okay? Like, yeah, dude, I'm fine. I'm just sick. Freaking Hardee's.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I had to talk my way out of that. And I come back, and I'm like, okay, I'll go back over to the table. We'll see what they're doing. And here comes Hoppe walking up like, what? Why did you leave them? Why did you leave the girls? Stay there.
All right. Tweet at me. At Ryan Hoppe Radio. Tweet at Kyle. At Hoppe Radio Kyle. And if you're listening via Spreaker, message me. What do I need to do? I'm not saying I'm shooting for a 10, but I'm good looking. I work hard. I think I deserve a girl that can show me the ropes. And I don't want this to be a creepy segment. We're not going to talk about this all the time, but like, it's fun to go out, have fun on the weekend, and know that it's going to be material. Weren't you kind of thinking that too when we were hanging out?
Oh, yeah, the whole time I'm watching, like, oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be great.
Anything else you saw that was worth bringing up? Anything else?
I mean, I can't really even get too much into what happened with that Spanish girl, the thicker one, the bumping and grinding, but it got awkward fast, and I wish to God I had it on Periscope because you guys are doing so good, and you try to do something like kiss her or is that what you tried to do?
No, I tried. I forget.
But
no, your friend came over. No problem. He wants to get laid too. He comes over. And that's when it got weird because then he tried to get with her.
You put your arms around her or something, and she did not like you touching her. I don't think she wanted to be touched by anybody. You put your arms around her, and she like flipped. She went like ninja style, bro, like flailing her arms around. Like, what just happened, man? I'm gonna stay back here because I don't want to get thrown out of this place. But I wish I would have had that on Periscope.
All right,
sure.
Here's the deal.
Next on Hoppe Hour.
All right, before we get up on out of here, we all know that there's different type of fetishes out there. Guys are into webcams. Guys like me and Kyle are into normal porn. But there's this new type of fetish. There's this new type of service that dudes are paying for that is absolutely crazy. There is this new type that is absolutely creepy. I actually can't believe it's real. Like, I'm actually creeped out. Weren't you creeped out when I told you?
I mean, there's songs about it, so it's not that off. There are songs about it, but you'll find out what that is after this break.
All right, we will be right back on Hoppe Hour after this. Hang on.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Through her parents' name was Russell.
Yes, the lap dance is so much better when the stripper is crying. Yes, the lap dance is so much better when the stripper is crying.
I think this is the first time that song has ever been mixed with an air horn. Kyle told me about it because there is this weird new fetish that guys are paying for online. But how long have you known about the song by the Bloodhound Gang? Because you're very much into country music, and I'm basically a rap head.
This isn't even like country music. They do all kinds of stuff. Like, what's their good one? I don't know. But they've had stuff out for a long time. I've known about this song for years, probably like 5 or 6 years. But it's more of a joke, not an actual fetish. I mean, that's why it was so funny, because it wasn't a real thing until apparently now.
Yeah.
You with that air horn. What are you doing? Okay, all right. We get it.
I have the power. It's my weapon. You have weapons to bear arms with.
The board is mine.
Damn right. All right. It says here, and this is from the Daily Mail. There you go. Is crying the new porn. Women collects webcam footage of people weeping in the bizarre new internet trend, saying that users get aroused by watching it. I think if you get aroused by watching women cry, there's something mentally wrong with you.
I mean, if I'm in the middle of something and I look down and she's weeping, I'm pretty much done at that point. I stand up and get dressed and go home. I mean, or if I care about it, I might ask him what's wrong. I don't really care what's wrong. I just, it's the right thing to say. But that's a complete turn off, and it's done at that point to a normal person. But to each their own, just like gay dudes and everybody else, whatever gets your rocks off, that's what you got to do.
Dora Mautat from Paris would cry in front of her webcam as a release. Now, that makes sense because you have nothing going on with your life. You're lonely, so it makes sense that you would cry in front of a webcam just because you want to get the attention from creeps that are touching themselves to this. So you have
Was this actually
it's a new trend.
Set up as like when she was doing this? Is this like a porn thing? You pay me sexually? It was?
Yes.
Okay, well that's weird.
She asked others to share their clips of tear-wrenching faces for her new project. More than 70 people have submitted videos for the riveting and very original name, Webcam Tears.
Dude, there's all kinds of creepy, disturbing things out there on the internet. Like,
I just don't search for it. I search for Lisa Ann, get the job done, move on.
Okay, so you're like one girl and that's it? Like you always search for her?
Well, what I mean is I know the names that I want to look up, or I'll look up Showtime. I'm very traditional.
That's your high school mentality right there. Freaking Showtime.
I love the acting.
Jesus Christ.
Because it makes me feel like I'm a part of something.
You have a plethora of freaking insane videos at the touch of your fingertips.
But those make me sad because without being gross, but when you watch those insane videos, I've watched it for, 10 years, but I've reached this point where I'm single, and the problem is once I climax, I can't exit out of the webpage anymore because I go, I'm watching a video and I'm at my house by myself.
So you mean any quicker? You can't exit out of it faster?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, have you ever started crying during masturbation watching these videos?
No, but I kind of get depressed afterwards sometimes, and then I eat to make myself feel better.
I mean,
I'm being honest.
Yeah, no, that's honest. I mean, a lot of guys feel different after, like, once you get it in, afterwards you're like, oh, well, I don't know why I just did that. Like, I love this girl, and you get it in the first time, like, not so much. I'm going to go now and get a freaking Big Mac. Thanks.
I'm going in the same way. I'll be like, what's on SportsCenter while I eat, like, candy or something. It's really weird. Like, it helps me go to bed, and sometimes when I'm really lonely, it's kind of like, okay. I live by myself in a shack with a cat. I'm not exactly getting a lot of girls. I mean, look at you. You're successful. You're married. You made it.
Yeah. But even still, man, there's a whole Showtime. I mean, Showtime. Really? You can look up anything.
Thing. I've been watching hardcore for so long that Showtime is the new thing where it's like, this is different. I want an opposite mode. Everybody begins with softcore. I began with hardcore, and now I'm into softcore.
Yeah,
I think it's because I'm growing this emotional side of me that wants a relationship or wants girls that are into me. So when I watch these videos, it has like this weird emotional thing. Well, you know what I mean?
I promise you, no matter whether you see her on X Hamster or whether you see her on Showtime, you're not going to bang any of those girls. You don't got to worry about it. So,
but it's this imaginary world where the acting and them having a relationship, you feel like you're a part of something.
I've never have I bonded with my porn.
I'm weird, dude.
Do you message the girls afterwards? Have you ever messaged whatever Ann?
Brandy Love follows me on Twitter, and I was trying to get her on Happy Hour. She didn't respond.
See, you've messaged her. Okay. Have you messaged the other one that you apparently religiously watch?
I don't religiously watch it.
I'm just saying.
I don't enjoy watching porn. I don't know about you, but I find it something, you get it done, then you move on. I don't go, okay, get up, work out, go to the gym, watch porn. I'm not like that movie with Joseph Gordon-Levitt where he's a porn addict. It's just something you kind of do. It's not something I do religiously. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but you never once, like, afterwards, like, I wonder what the next scene's going to be like. And just kept watching. No,
I want to get the job done and move on.
See, but that's where, like, you're a virgin and you got to learn all your moves somewhere, dude. You're not going to go out there and, like, freaking seizure out on the girl. You got to learn what you're doing and how to move and what girls like and how they react to different things, and that's where you learn, man. That's what you got to do.
So people that want to go into music, they watch YouTube videos on how to. You're saying I should just sit there and watch a whole video?
No. You're not just going to sit there by yourself and watch more just because. I'm just saying, don't, rule things out. If you want to figure out what's going to happen next, you can. It's okay. It's okay afterwards. But
see, I want to move on. I just want to. I feel sad afterwards, dude. And there is actually a Wikipedia page on it. Once you have the release, you go.
So you looked it up to see what if you were weird?
Yeah, I literally looked it up on Google in the certain words. I was like, why do I feel sad afterwards? And it's possible.
Why do you care is what you should have Googled. Why do I care?
Because I'm by myself in my house. I'm being real. People on radio have said, we want to hear the real Hoppy, not the hard ass. I'm an emotional dude.
Yeah, that's why we can find you a good girl eventually, but we need to get
you.
Huh?
I said eventually.
Eventually, it's coming, yeah.
Maybe in 2028.
You know I need freaking headphones so I can hear what you're saying from across the room while you whisper into the mic.
Yeah, man. I think we need a lot of things. I think once our show grows, it'll be okay. But then you need to watch out for the girls that are just there to be on the bandwagon. That's my thing, too, is I've seen it with...
No. That's what you need to target right now. Like, you need to target those girls and freaking exploit it, bro. Like, for sure. It's like those girls that were talking to you about the show, and you're like, oh, well, anyways. Like, no, keep going with that. It's a relative thing. Like, it's in common. You have something in common with these girls.
I think she was talking to me about it, and it's going well. And then I go on with the line of, so, are you from around here?
Do you live here? Or did you just fly here from New York to come to this bar? Because you knew I was going to be here.
I think I said, are you bored here?
So I know you're here having fun and drinking, but are you bored? Why'd you come here?
You should see my mind. If you could jump into my mind when I'm in social situations at bars around girls, dude.
You don't have to be in your mind. You can watch your face and just watch it melt as you try to talk to a girl. Like,
I know. I can feel it melting.
It does. Like, your mouth drops and slowly just starts opening till it's almost on the table.
What do you think they're thinking?
Why is this guy staring at me like he wants to rape me? I've asked him four questions, and he's just staring at me with his mouth open. Hasn't responded to one of them. So now I'm going to walk away. That's what I see in almost every situation. But I'm going to put you in front of more girls, and you're going to get better with time. Like I said, I have sisters. I had already got all my, getting turned down by all their friends. I had hitting on their friends growing up and getting shut down so many times. I got what I needed to do and say
I take
and
things too
out of the way.
personally.
You do. I mean, you just got to keep trying. I mean, if you try one time and they say no, if you try no times and get turned down, you had no chance. If you try one time and they say no, if you try 100 times and 2 of them say yes, keep throwing yourself out there, bro. I mean, you'll never know if you don't ask. You just have to talk.
I just wonder why I'm not doing good on Tinder or on Bumble.
We'll revamp that tonight. Me and you got to get onto it tonight and figure it all out.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm at this point. It's just, what do you think my point is? What do you think is going through my mind? I mean, am I losing my mind, or is this normal what I'm feeling? What do you think, Dr. Veet?
I mean,
Pimp of Love?
Pimp of Love. I mean, I'll take that. They call me Dr. Love. You know that Kiss song?
Yeah.
That's my new theme song.
Pimp of Love.
I think I've said it 20 times probably tonight. We're just going to put you in front of more girls and get you comfortable, or maybe you can stop thinking about wedding bells and what ring you're going to buy them whenever you're introducing yourself.
We got a few messages from the Kevin Howley Show, which I sat in on. It's a very good show, and I'm very honored they had me on. It says, dude, Kyle is right. Just go out. Have fun. Bullshit a little. They do it too. These chicks aren't innocent, bro. Gotta play the same game. Just don't knock one up.
Bad things happen then. Bad things.
Next. 175 to 200 just so that you can talk. Laugh my ass off. How about a real tall girl? Just go hang out by Lane Bryant clothing shops. Next one. You guys are so funny talking about this. I like hearing Hoppy be honest. That's my approach. And it says she's listening via the iPhone, which is what we want. That means she's listening via the app and she's chatting us, so we appreciate it, mailman.
Yeah, everybody, that's listening through the internet or whatever right now, we do have an app. We have Hoppy Hour or Hoppy Radio. You can listen to us live as we go on. Download us or add us through Twitter or Facebook or whatever to see whenever we're going live. It'll always be posted there. And tune in live through the app. It's an easy way to get in touch with the show, and it gives us content where we can actually interact with our listeners a little bit.
Did you ever feel the way I do, or was this back in like 2002 when you're like in third grade?
I was 12 in 2002, so I wasn't in third grade. But
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. No, it's definitely there whenever you overthink girls and you freak out. But like I said, thankfully I grew up with relatives, and I got all of that out of the way early.
So that doesn't help.
Yeah, at all. It doesn't help at all. So,
there's no person that's normal that's an only child.
And you're definitely like a mama's boy, so like
I hate being a mama's boy too. I need to grow out of that.
But you are, and it's okay, whatever, But now you have me, so it's been a little bit now. We're gonna slowly get you out there and just start throwing you in front of more and more girls, and stop trying to marry them and worry about just banging them.
All right. We got 2 more messages that we will read before we get out of here.
Now, are these coming in live right now?
Yes. They are coming in real time. Our show is growing. We have 4 messages. Hell yeah. It says here, from my guy, James Geiger, you guys are awesome. I appreciate it. That's what we want to hear. Next one from Mailman. I'm not very popular right now.
Why?
She's talking about the old fan base from the show that I used to work with. They're mad at her. Whatever. All right. Kyle, I think I can do it. I think I can change the way I view things. I think I can make it happen. But you cannot give up on me.
And I won't. I'm here.
I think I'm good for a 6 or 7. I mean, a 175 to 200, whatever. Throw me in the fire. I need to learn somewhere and somehow. I mean, Kobe Bryant didn't just go to the NBA Finals. He was in Little League, and then he went up. You know what I mean?
Exactly. We're going to start you from the bottom and work your way up. We'll slowly pick that pole, your standards, off the ground and bring it up 1 notch every time.
While trying to get the girls that are cute to talk to me and just see what happens. You never know. Like that one girl at the club 2 weekends ago.
What?
The one girl at the club.
Oh, the one you made out with. Oh, yeah, she was cute as can be. So,
I kind of like that vibe.
Yeah.
That's the kind of girl I like. She said, oh, you're a virgin? That's sexy.
And that's what we need. Don't worry, I got you, man. We have another weekend. Actually, I won't be here this weekend, but the next weekend we'll go out for sure.
Hell yeah.
So maybe even this Thursday. We'll probably go out this Thursday.
This Thursday.
Ladies' night at the Dallas Bowl.
Oh, my God. I don't think I have work on Friday. Oh, my God. Let's do it.
Ladies' night at the Dallas Bowl. I don't have to work the next day either. I can sleep the whole ride up.
We can sleep at your house?
No, I have to leave at like 5. I'll probably go straight from there to where I have to go this weekend.
Okay. We'll figure it out.
You can sleep in my house. I don't care.
Yeah, that would work.
All right.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. We should probably plan that off the air.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll tweet it out when we're there.
Hey, no, whoever's listening, if you're in the Tampa Bay area, probably Thursday night, look for us out at the Dallas Bowl for Ladies' Night.
We'll tweet it out. We'll make a little nice collage about it. And also, here's the deal.
Happy hour is about to end. But first, it's time for Last Call.
Someone just asked on Periscope, how old am I? I'm 22 years old, but I have the looks of a 19-year-old, which is why they always card me. It's because they can't believe I'm 22. And whenever I do get carded, I show the driver's license backwards.
You hand it to them like you're handing, I don't even know, like the corner's just pinched and your wrist is bent and you look so proud of your ID, and I look at it, Hoppy, what? Your ID's backwards. What? You're showing
and
them.
The guy's looking at me like I'm a dumbass.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right. If you enjoyed Hoppy Hour, and if you enjoyed listening to Kyle Veet as he sat in on Hoppy Hour as he does, tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio. What's your Twitter account?
Hoppy Radio Kyle.
And your Facebook is Hoppy Hour Kyle. Also, download our app. You can listen anywhere in the world. You can hear all 35 of my interviews. You can listen to us live. You can chat us live, like James Geiger did, like the Kevin Howley Show did, like Mailman did. You can listen anywhere in the world. And Mr. White chatted us live. Just download the app in the Google Play in the iPhone shop. Also, email me if you want to collaborate, if you have ideas. And 2016 is going to be a big year, so email me, Ryan@HoppyRadio.com. Also, very proud to announce that Zach Sang from the Zach Sang and the Gang Show, which is heard in over 70 cities, and he is a millennial with a syndicated radio show. Zach Sang is going to be on Hoppy Hour on December 18th, and we got other interviews.
Nice.
Also, go to tinyurl.com/Hoppy Hour decals. For just $2, you can support Soli's Graphics out of Duluth, Minnesota. And you can support Hoppy Hour by getting a nice decal to put on your car, your laptop.
And thank you
anywhere.
for all the pictures that we're getting of the guys that are buying those stickers and putting them. Yeah, it's a cool feeling getting people, pictures of those different stickers on the people's cars.
This has been Hoppy Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppy. That's Kyle Veet. Peace out, pimp.
See you, buddy.